my shape, trying to act casual, can't stop. I might end up in the hospital, changing my shape. I feel like an accident. They're back to explain their experience.
just admit that you're jealous of me. You're obsessed and just confess it, cause it's obvious. I'm your number one, 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 your number one, your number one, your number one. I'm just living that life, bondage, cold classic, but I still pop. I get money, you get mad because the bag's up. Yeah, I know your little secret, put your hands up. It's so obvious, I'm your number one. Life, bondage, cold classic in the eardrums. Why you lying? You won't fuck unless she fucking mine. That little dance without it, you've been nameless. It's so obvious, I'm your number one. I'm just living that life, bondage, cold classic, but I still pop. I get money, you get mad because the bag's up. Yeah, I know your little secret, put your hands up. It's so obvious, I'm your number one.
But I'll be there. Built the dead I took to today. But I'll be there. Gets harder to say. Farewell, mother, won't you end the battle? Wetted my hair, killed the bed I burned on Judgment Day. Wetted my hair, get harder to say. Farewell, mother, won't you end the battle? Double dealer season, red to legs so soon.
I'm late. Terrible. I'm late. Forgot to put the playlist on shuffle, damn it. Terrible. Hang on a sec. Gotta plug my phone in. Is it gonna make the noise? Yes, it is. Thank you, PC. Chat. I made a bit of a silly mistake, and I'm going to explain what said silly mistake was. So, I got a new mic yesterday. The mic arrived. The mic stand arrived. The plug that goes into the adapter arrived. And I put the stand together. And I put the mic on it. Here's what it looks like. Hold on. I'm gonna have to... It's big. So I need to, like, move shit around. Look at this. We got a proper microphone with a mic arm. And it's a pain in the ass to move it around. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Okay, this is what it's going to be looking like. I don't have the adapter, though. The adapter doesn't arrive until Friday. I forgot about that. So I got the plug that goes into the adapter. And I was like, wait, hold on. I don't have the adapter. Because that doesn't arrive until Friday. Everything else arrived yesterday. But Amazon was like, we can't we can't get the adapter to you until Friday. So I now just have a mic arm with a mic in it that I can't use for another 4 days. So yeah, we're going to have to wait until Friday until I can use the new mic. But yes, we have a good microphone now. And I can't wait for my streams to not sound like complete shit moving forward. Anyway. Mercurial World. By Magdalena Bay. I really enjoyed pretend I'm using it. Yeah, should I pretend? Should I bring the mic over and pretend? That would be pretty funny if I just pretend I'm using like a better mic than I actually am. People see me using this and they wonder why it sounds like complete shit. Human Review's about to get murked. Why? What did I do? Look at this. It makes me look professional. Let me get it right up to my face. There we go. Now I look professional, even though this isn't the mic I'm using at all. This arm just is so obnoxious, though. It's so big. Oh, because Mercurial... I see. I see. An XM8500. I actually think so. All of the rubbish is still on the floor down there. You can see the Amazon bag. All of the shit is still on the floor. Yes, it is an Ultra Voice XM8500. That is exactly right. Ryan K's got ball knowledge on microphones. His reaction should be a video, maybe. I have listened to Imaginal Disc. ARTV was the man who truly persuaded me to listen to that. I was on his stream, and he was adamant that I needed to listen to it. I was like, okay, if you say so. And I listened to it, and it was great. I've not done a video on it, though. It was not for a video. He needs to. He needs to. I wanted to listen to the new one when it comes out as well. This mic comes so obnoxious. It's so big. The mic is going to sound so much better because I can have it on a really low gain now. And just have it like really close to my face so you don't hear the keyboard. You don't hear shit upstairs. I can just have it on like super low gain so it picks up nothing but my voice. But the mic arm is fucking massive. Okay, it's taking up so much space. Thought SM58 was better. I'm going to be honest, I don't know shit about microphones. Max was the person who told me to get this. I literally have the same microphone that Jay and Max have now. So, yes, you can thank them. You can thank them for any choices that they made. Why is it flopping down? Not screwed on properly. I need to do another rotation on the screw, maybe. There we go. There we go. Now it's locked in place. All right. Let me actually get this fucking album up. Yeah, it's top 2 for me for 2024. I don't have a pop filter. I should probably get one. But no, we're going to be going... I might have to put like a sock on the microphone or something. Yeah, okay, and I eventually listened to it, just not for a video. I wish I could have made it a video. Would have made a really fun video. I remember it was when I first moved. I was in the mini the mini hiatus when I moved, and this place didn't have internet yet. So I was just sat there listening to the album, and I remember I was just sat there freaking out listening to it because it was that fucking good. And yeah, my mum was like, "What are you listening to?" I was like, "It's good, Magdalena Bay," and she's like, "I've got no idea what that is, so I'm not gonna listen to it." I was like, "Okay, fair enough." I'm excited to get into this. I have absolute faith that this is gonna be great. I need to get a notepad up real quick. I said I need to get a notepad up real quick. There we go. Took 2 tries to get it open. Alright. Sam came out in 2021. It is 14 tracks, 46 minutes. Not too long. This is one of 2 albums we're going to be doing today. We're also going to be listening to, yes, the Tropical Foxstorm album that Fantano did give a 9. That is correct. But yeah, we're just going to get straight into this. Track 1, The End.
Wake up! I was thinking about how there's no true end to anything. Everything comes from and goes to the same place. Nowhere. So, if the beginning is the end, and the end is the beginning, then what's the end anyway? Does that
This
help
album
you sleep
loops?
better? Like the rosy haze of an apocalypse sky, or the comfort inside of a lie.
Alright, we're not going to score that. It's a nice little introductory piece, so we're going to let this flow.
When the storm's right in front of us, tell me we'll make it work. You're as sure as the stars on top of us.
Music's too loud?
The way that you are.
It looks like it's normal levels on my end.
And it feels so crazy the way that you are. How could I doubt the obvious?
I've heard this song. Oh, I remember this, yeah. Thank you, Shiva. I'll sit in a bit closer. This just sounds amazing. I forget how incredible the production on Magdalena Bay shit is. Gotta get this up on Almadia as well.
But you're teaching me how to trust in us. 'Cause it's the way that we are. Steady and strong when it's all so crazy. The way that we are.
Yeah, Mika Tenenbaum's sense of melody is absolutely amazing. I like a radio host. I like playing with it. I like just grabbing it and moving it about. It's fun. It makes me feel more professional than I actually am, you know? Yeah, this vocal production is fucking nuts. Synth work is insane. I was so immediately manic about these synths. Is that meant to be a play on Mercurial World? I don't know how I never made that connection. That seems pretty obvious that that's a play on Mercurial World. I don't know how I never picked up on that with this album. It took me hearing that with that melody to kind of notice that. It's a fantastic opener. This track really sets an incredible tone for this album. I've heard the song before, but sent it in on stream before, and I did remember the chorus a little bit, but man, listening to this as the context of being the kickoff point for this album, this is absolutely fucking stunning. The production here is nuts. Mika Tenenbaum's vocals here are just able to pop and cut through this mix in such a fascinating way, because she has a very distinct voice. No one really sings like her. Well, there are people who can try it, who, recently have tried to kind of replicate how she sings and replicate her vocal style, and it never really works all that well, because she has such a very particular inflection, such a very particular pitch in her voice that no one else is really able to kind of replicate in the same way she does. And it's able to make this track feel like something so incredibly unique. It's able to immediately set this apart from other pop music in this style, because it just has that incredible centerpiece that is so vastly different from anything else. And on top of this, you obviously get, what's the other guy's name? Matthew Lewin. Matthew Lewin is it Mika Tenenbaum just does the writing and the singing, and then Matthew Lewin does all the instrumentals, right? If I'm not mistaken, Matthew Lewin is able to create such an incredible, vast soundscape with these absolutely manic synths, some of the most punchy pop production of the 2020s, in my opinion, on par with his work on Imaginal Disc as well. I'm surprised this isn't quite as well received as Imaginal Disc. This has an 84, and Imaginal Disc has a 90. I would expect this to be around the same, just based on this first track. I would give this a low 9. They share GVs, okay. They both produce the music together. Alright. I see. Yeah, good shit. And next we have Dawning of a New Season. L score too low. Yeah. Low 9 isn't enough. High 9 at least.
What she say about me? Hands in pockets so deep. When I walk, I see you stare right like you're stripping with despair, pulling around my feet. Hold your breath and don't speak. Witnesses and zombies, and the way they glare is empty as an answering machine. No one to hear your dreams. Not you, don't bother me. I'm like electricity. They say I'm dancing with my demons. This is the dawn of the season. Melancholy echoes and unbelievers. This is the dawn.
I'm actually going to get the lyrics up on Genius here.
What you
I would like to be able to follow along with this properly. There's nothing on Genius to help me, I see.
I can disappear like drops of water trembling in the heat. No, you won't save me. Not you, don't bother me. I'm like electricity. They say I'm dancing with my
So I'm guessing Dawning of the Season is meant to be just like a big change in someone's life.
melancholy echoes and unbelievers. This is the dawn of the season.
Yeah, will we change? Will I be? Yeah. Dawning of the Season maybe is about growing up? I don't know, it's some big change. Absolutely. With the album on loop? Alright. Does it look seems like it does. Alright. ASMR pop. Yeah. Interesting key change. sparkly, very percussive synths in the back there. Yeah, very Stevie Wonder feature. Little transition. Ooh. That transition was kind of fucking insane. Wow. Yeah, this album is immediately setting itself at, like, the highest bar imaginable. This is on par with Imaginal Disc for me, based on these first two songs here. This is fucking incredible. The production, immediately, just as immersive. Mika Tenenbaum is just as captivating, not only a vocalist, but a lyricist as well. The lyrics here are about moving into a new season of life, experiencing massive change, be it growing up. It seems mostly about growing up, the transition into adulthood, into kind of the second phase of your life, I suppose, is... again, just the best word I can describe it is captivating. She is just such a mesmerizing vocalist as well, that is able to put across performances that are so out there, that are so strange, that it's kind of impossible not to pay attention to her whenever her presence appears on these tracks. She's just such a commanding figure here that it kind of demands your attention. And on top of that, you have just immaculate production. Perfect pop production. Absolutely insane instrumentals, very nice kind of blocky synths throughout this. The drums are punchy as fuck. I think that the nice little details added in here, like the more percussive synths in the back of the mix towards the back half, that nice little instrumental section at the end, the key changes as well. Everything here is just throws so many nice little nuggets in there that kind of grab your attention, little things that just spark little extra colors throughout this song, I suppose. This song is delightful. I'm shocked at how well this is holding up to Imaginal Disc for me. I mean, like, I expected it to be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be, like, on the same level. I would give this a 9.5. Just kind of going crazy so far. Secrets, Your Fire. Such a very fat snare sound. Adding the claps on top of that. Yeah, the snare sound is amazing. Super punchy kick as well, lots of attack. So, the aesthetic of this band is like old, like 90s computer aesthetics, right? Based on like some of the music videos I've seen. Well, for this album specifically, not for like the band on the whole, but for this album specifically, it seems like a lot of their aesthetic is like 90s Windows backgrounds, very old, very like pixelated backgrounds and shit like that. Old like 3D animation style as well for their music videos, like for a song like Top Dog, for example. This song seems like it's tying to that the most. A lot of these very old, like, early, like, mid to late... Oh my god, my stuttering is going crazy today. Like, the old mid to late 90s synth sounds, something that sounded like an old phone, in the background there in one of the synth lines as well. It's just capturing that beautifully. I can definitely see that as well, yeah. Yeah, those synths are very 80s. I'm instinctively leaning towards this mic because it's closer to me, even though this mic isn't working. I'm instinctively leaning into it, even though it's not fucking on.
Just what I like. Make another friend. You think you know me, wanna show me that you're super in the know. Getting lost again. My third eye, prototype.
Alright.
Secrets. I don't wanna tell you everything about me. I don't wanna feed more oxygen to your fire. Your fire. La 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 la. Sickness. I just need to give you everything about me.
I can see, performance-wise, I can definitely see some similarities to Sabrina Carpenter.
Your
Mika Tenenbaum, I don't know, there's something about her melodic sensibilities that can, that feel a little Sabrina Carpenter-ish. Interesting. Transitions are fucking amazing. I'm gonna look back through the lyrics of that song real quick here on Genius. I don't want to tell you everything about me. I don't want to feed more oxygen to your fire. Social media and influencer culture makes audiences entitled to think they deserve to know everything about the person. Oh. I see. Oh. Okay. That makes sense. So this song is essentially about not being able to keep any secrets because your entire life is in the public. Sort of, you know, tying to something like social media, but also it feels like it may be tying into the band as well. Like the choice to sort of pursue this as their lifestyle, being musicians. My fucking chair's super low. But the choice to chase the musician lifestyle forces you to kind of be shot out into the public and to have a lot of your life be on display for the public, and kind of that lack of any secrets, that lack of privacy, everything just being out there for the entire world to see, and kind of navigating that. Kind of looking at it in a very pessimistic and kind of biting way as well at points. Again, pointing at multiple points throughout the track at social media, pointing at people intentionally putting their entire life out there for the sake of intention, for the sake of attention as well. And on top of that, that's the best instrumental on any of the songs we've gotten so far as well. 9.7. Good shit, man. This album is really just firing on all cylinders. Production, writing, everything is just top notch. Watch the music video after the stream. All right. I should do that. You're gonna have to remind me because I'm probably gonna forget. But yeah, I'll be down to watch the music video for that. The music videos I've seen from Magdalena Bay have been fun so far. Sounds impressive as hell. So far for me, on the same level as Imaginal Disc. I'm fucking loving this. No, but not saying that it's just like groundbreaking on that front, but the way at which they're looking at it, as in the difficult choice to give up privacy for the sake of pursuing this, I think is an interesting lens to look at it at. Because normally musicians will sort of have a retrospective, I guess. They sort of, after the fact, kind of look back. Except this is kind of looking forward at, okay, we're giving up this thing, and we're kind of looking at all this stuff around us, particularly social media, as kind of our lens for that, and beforehand acknowledging what we're going to lose out on. And I think that difference in the lyrics is kind of what makes this as interesting as it is for me. Next up we have You Lose. This album's 46 minutes. is a cheapo album. Synths is so eruptive. Also, the acoustics here sound lovely. Wasn't expecting them to be as like heavy as they are here. Getting to write my scores on album of the year. This is bad. I've been keeping up. Absolutely. Yeah. Chivo, that was pretty funny, yeah. Bubble grunge? You think this would fit perfectly? If there is a genre called bubble grunge, I wouldn't be familiar with it. But bubble grunge is a great way of describing this. Another great transition, as to be expected. Yeah, You Lose is the strongest song in my opinion. I think the song is essentially perfect. It takes all of the fantastic production, all of the incredible songwriting, and just ramps it up on this track. I think that the noisy synths throughout this sound absolutely incredible. They kind of have this overwhelming, almost like windy feeling. It feels like a fucking tornado just barreling through this track, you know? They just have such a massive, overbearing quality to this song that makes it feel more intense and more, I guess, explosive than all of the other tracks. And on top of that, Mika Tenenbaum is bringing a absolute fucking powerhouse of a vocal performance here. I think that her vocals are the strongest they've been on the entire album. It really feels like she's able to soar above this in a way that I don't even remember her doing on all that much on Imaginal Disc. That's one of my favorite vocal performances I've heard from her, full stop. That was absolutely amazing. This is like setting the standard for this album, man. I'm shocked. I really wasn't expecting this album to be as good as it is, but it's like keeping up that S tier quality the entire way throughout. Fucking hell. Something for two.
That girl knew all the ways to blow the whole world apart. Yeah, that was how she was. The 2 years of dealing with her, and lately I've had enough of how I was. Yeah, I was. Instinctively, I know that I've been changing all my colors. I finally found out all the blues. Been sweeping all the corners of my mind up to the ceiling, but
What song is that? This melody's really reminded me of another song, and I can't put my finger on what it is. If anyone can think of what song this sounds like,
it wasn't
that would be greatly helpful. Danger Days is okay. Danger Days is fine. I've not listened to it in a long time. I don't remember. I can only remember like 3 or 4 songs off of it. But it's a little overhated. It's not terrible.
We could build something for two, watch me drive. That girl knows all the ways to make you laugh till it hurts. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. Well, that girl, believe it or not, is running all out of ways. Sitting there,
a good slowdown that still keeps the super dense production. The layers here are nuts.
Wake up, build something for two, burn it down. Inside of you, keeping me out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Something for two, watch me drown.
Yeah, the track placement is absolutely incredible. You get a real nice sense of progression throughout the entire project. It really feels like we're building to something.
Let it fall down. Wake up, build something for two.
I feel like that's something that most albums don't really do all that well, is make it feel like you're building to something. You know, this album, like the way these songs flow into each other, it feels like we're actually moving towards something, like there's an end goal. Which is something surprisingly I don't get too much on many albums. Yeah, Something for Two is an absolutely lovely slowdown after you lose, which is able to... Fucking hell. I stuttered but didn't stutter at the same time, if that makes sense. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Something for Two is a lovely slowdown coming after you lose that is able to still keep the very dense production, that's able to still have such a densely packed instrumental with so many details to pick apart throughout it. But it's the dynamics that make this song feel so subtle. It's how much Mika Tenenbaum is able to kind of bring it back a little bit in her vocals and leave a lot of space in the mix here. This track uses space beautifully. Yeah, Something for Two is a great follow-up to You Lose. And it also is able to kind of add in some interesting new lyrical themes, seemingly about struggling to find balance in a love life, saying we could have something for two, or you can leave me and watch me drown, kind of that mental back and forth of deciding whether to stick with this or you know, let go and let yourself drown. The writing on this album has been absolutely fucking fantastic, man. It's been arguably... I retract the same. I was going to say it's arguably even more engaging than Imaginal Disc is. I wouldn't say it's quite that far. I think the writing does take a step up on Imaginal Disc, but still, it is great here, regardless. Low to solid 9 on this one. Cheery? How the fuck do you say that? Sherry. I don't know how you say that word. My girlfriend's texting me. What's she saying?
Regrets the things I should have said. Was I a bad friend? It was only that bad with you. I'm sorry.
Everything is a Beatles reference.
Did you feel lonely? I didn't realize back then it was really that bad for you. September started sweet, then winter got so mean. The fruit left on my sheets. If I could do it all again, I would have said, Cherry, please.
Just Cherry, okay.
You killing me. It's only that bad. It's only that bad. If you tell yourself you'll never get out of bed. Cherry, please. You killing me. It's only that bad. It's only that bad. If you tell yourself you'll never get out of bed.
back through the lyrics. I'm genius here.
Forget the way things could have been.
I see. Okay.
It was only that bad with you. September like a dream, but winter gets so mean. The storm was underneath. If I could do it all again, I would have said.
So this track is about the regret of not reaching out to someone while they're going through some serious mental health shit.
It's only that bad. If you tell yourself you never get it, Cherry, please, you can't be. It's only that bad. It's only that bad. If you tell yourself you never get it.
Got like a nice dark club aesthetic here. Three, four down to the floor. Literally talking about dancing. Well, using a dance metaphor. It's not obviously actually talking about dancing. Oh man. That outro was fucking insane. Yeah. This album has such a really, like, very sweet and gentle emotional center that I'm able to connect to it, not quite as strongly as Imaginal Disc, but also in a very different way to Imaginal Disc. This album, again, it's going from a track like Something for Two about being in love with someone but not knowing whether to hold on or let yourself drown for the sake of ease. And then it goes into a song like Cherry, which is about the deep regret of not being there for someone while they're going through a mental struggle, and that kind of creating a rift between the two people. It's like, yeah, it's sobbing and dancing at the same time with that outro. Yeah, it's very punchy lyrically, but still is able to be so funky, is able to be so much of like a dark club adjacent track, whilst mixing in all of these incredibly real and grounded lyrical themes. And that mix of the heightened instrumental with the, again, very like personal lyrics, that juxtaposition is kind of what makes this as punchy as it is that, you know, it's Magdalena Bay obviously aren't the first band to do bright sound, dark lyrics. You know, 21 Pilots, it's a contradiction because of how happy it sounds. But the lyrics are so down, you know? You guys know the worst line in music history, or one of the worst lines in music history? It's just, you know, it's just like that. Except good, you know? Anyway, that was a whole bunch of blabber. This song's fucking fantastic. 9.6. That's... I am, like, absolutely in awe with this album. This is fucking blowing my mind how good it is. Really out of context before falling asleep, I recommend the channel Hero's Life in rural Japan. Oh, you literally mean for falling asleep. Okay, I thought you meant, like, to give context for a song on the album. Okay, I see. Thank you. Thank you. I can't lie, chat. To fall asleep, well, to try and fall asleep recently, I've been watching a lot of Hive Mind in the background. Yeah, Hive Mind has been my sleep YouTube channel a lot recently. I see I've halfway. Which we are halfway through the album. Yeah, Hive Mind is so fun. They've been my sleep channel for a long time now, or my lack of sleep channel. Halfway is a lovely little interlude piece. Seriously, that song works as like a very nice little break in the action to sort of separate the front and back half of the album. That was lovely. 8.5. Yeah, that track is able to be very simplistic. It's able to be very small. Easily the most understated moment on the album, clocking in only like under 2 minutes. Definitely meant to be an interlude moment, but I think that as an interlude moment, it's able to feel like such a very necessary moment of clarity, a moment to breathe after the heavy emotion of the previous handful of tracks, after just how much of a gut punch this has all been and how immense the production has been. To get something that is just nice, spacey, and soothing before we move into what I can only assume, is going to be a very chaotic back half, is a lovely choice. Yeah, solid 8 on that. Hysterical Us.
Down the road where the kids don't play alone, or in your home. There's a fog, it's a shadow of smoking gun. That something is wrong. Hysterical eyes, sucking in oxygen. How did we learn to breathe? Are we alone? Are we alive again? What do you want from me? Hysterical eyes, checking the locks. I can't remember what
Oh,
we
man.
could sleep. Are we alone? Are we alive again? What do you want from me? Play it cool, play the man who won't play the fool.
Man, that chorus was fucking incredible. The pianos felt very piano rock. The drums are so disco, and then the bass and the synths just feel so 80s new wave. It's blending those styles absolutely beautifully here. Wow.
You
Run that back. We're not running it back. The chorus will be back soon. I can see a lot of ABBA in this, yeah.
hysterical eyes, sucking in oxygen. How did we learn to breathe? Are we alone? Are we alive
Slowdown is great. That percussive sound, I can't quite tell what that is. Sounds great. I don't think it's bongos. Some percussive sound. Ooh, nice shaker. Like a straight pop banger. And I can't really complain about that one. It sounds as fantastic as it does. Bringing in the acoustics again. Lovely. Acoustic guitar sounds amazing. Very nice scratchy feeling you get from the strumming there. Lots of attack. Hysterical Us is a nice way to shift into the back half of this album. It is a lovely pop banger that is maybe the most simplistic sonically out of the bunch. You know, working in a little bit of piano rock, working in some club music, has elements of 80s new wave, blending those in a very sweet way. But instrumentally, it definitely is the most straightforward of the bunch so far. It definitely doesn't have the densest production. It definitely doesn't have the most mind-bending switch-ups, no crazy key changes. This track is very straightforward, but I don't mind that. I think that having something that is a little more of just a straight standard pop song, again, with the incredible production that this album has, with Mika Tenenbaum's fascinating vocals throughout this as well. Yeah, finally reacting to Peak. Exactly, this album's been fucking amazing so far. Yeah, it's the most straightforward of the bunch up to this point, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I just think that on this first listen, it's the least impressive of the bunch. I'd give this one a high 8, besides the interlude. Still, high 8. You know, when the worst song on your album up to this point is a high 8. You know, you're doing something right. L's score? What do you mean L's score? It's a high 8. The song's still incredible. It's just, you know, the weakest of the bunch so far. It's the least impressive, you know? The track is incredibly straightforward compared to the rest of the album, but I don't think that's necessarily that bad of a thing. It's just not quite as interesting to me. Prophecy.
Always wanted to believe in some destiny to guide me. Found no answers in my dreams, no constellations that could show me. Up until you floated down on a cloud, I didn't know, in your pure perfection I'll never doubt. You know, now I know. Let's lay here just a little longer. Won't you be my prophecy? You're the only one I need. When you're lying next to me, I don't need no make-believe. Won't you be my prophecy? You're the only one I need. When you're lying next to me, you're so real and I believe.
What a fascinating chorus.
In white sheets, neighbors' music drifts through concrete.
That pulse on the chorus is fantastic. The strings, the rolling toms build it up and then it gets ripped right back down to something so simple. You get these lovely, what sounds like wind chimes throughout this as well, that kind of add a kind of glistening, very colorful aspect to this. Kind of feels like the song's sparkling. It's kind of blowing my mind. That chorus really fucking shocked me. I thought we were going to get a big explosive chorus. And then it delivers me that. Loving the very buried drums here. Yeah, I get you. The main thing that's carrying it to be as high as it is for me right now is the orchestral elements, the strings, the chimes, the big rolling. It sounds like a timpani. It sounds like they recorded a couple takes of a timpani. It sounds fucking amazing. What's up, DHD Blame? Yeah, that's definitely a timpani. There's no way that's like a tom. It's got too much sustain, too resonant, and it's too bassy. I can definitely see ELO being an influence on this, yeah. Especially in like the electronic-driven pop aspects. Well, that's what this is, electronic-driven pop, but still. Particularly in the poppier side of the album, I mean, I could definitely see this being ELO influenced. Transitions are fucking immaculate, dude. Every single song has a beautiful transition, and I love that. I love a transition. Prophecy. This song kind of blew me away. That chorus, man. Nothing else like it on this album. So immediately unique. Like, it has this big string build up, this big timpani roll. The dynamics go up and up and up, and then it rips itself right down into the most subdued chorus we've gotten on the whole album. Some nice glistening wind chimes. Mika Tenenbaum giving a very simplistic, very kind of dead vocal performance, surprisingly. And I say dead in a good way, in comparison to everything else. It's like a nice subversion of expectations that I feel like isn't just for the sake of being a subversive moment. It feels like it actually adds to the song and provides a nice, very unexpected, different turn for the song to take in comparison to everything else on the album, where we've gotten some great explosive choruses that have reached insane heights. To get one that's a little more simplistic and a bit more kind of a fake out is actually a pretty nice change here. And also the rest of the track sounds fantastic as well. The verses feel like great kind of spacey, more floaty moments. And again, I think Mika Tenenbaum is still providing absolutely insane vocals throughout this. I fucking loved that track. 9.7. So good. Follow the Leader. Porn reference. I'm gonna adjust my chair. I need to get a new chair, man. This chair's broken. This album's gotten so much weirder. Everything here is the most unexpected choice imaginable. These vocal effects, the strange push and pull of the chorus. I don't know, the vocal effect is what kind of makes this song for me. Getting like a nice, almost cyberpunk aesthetic from these synths.
Take the bait. Now, will you try to stay awake? Stay awake. Now, do you see who took the bait? Took the bait. Now, will you try to stay awake? Stay awake. Awake, awake.
Yeah, this album has gotten so much more odd and difficult to... more unpredictable moving into the back half. Prophecy and Follow the Leader are two songs that really subverted my expectations a bunch. Follow the Leader has the strangest vocal effects, a very robotic track, almost cyberpunk in nature with the synth sounds throughout this as well, with those more heavy kind of blocky synth sounds that kind of come in towards the chorus. I found this song to be easily the most striking of the bunch up to this point. It's so strange, it's so very different, and for that reason it's able to stand out, and that they're able to have something that's as different as it is without feeling like it's going too far off the rails, like it's too different from the rest of the album. I will say it's not my favorite track up to this point. The vocal effects can maybe be, you know, laying it on a bit too thick at points, but for the most part, I think that them taking a big swing like this absolutely paid off. This one's a flat 9 for me. Yeah, weird and creepy, yet oddly satisfying, yeah. What we got? Dreamcatching's up after Domino. What does Mercurial mean? I have no fucking idea. Let's Google what Mercurial means. Mercurial, subject to sudden or unpredictable changes of mood or mind. Or containing the element mercury. Oh my god, bringing back the super distorted synths. That's like the best chorus on the whole album. Oh my god. It is so dense. It's just a full-on wall of noise. That... wow. Oh, really? Damn. Oh man, the bass is so fucking good. It's so slick. So much attitude behind it.
On the trigger, the physics in control.
She's Argentinian? I didn't know that. I had no clue. Domino is another 10 for me. Yeah, that is one of the strongest songs on the entire album, in my opinion. That track was absolutely fucking phenomenal. Easily the strongest chorus we've gotten on any song so far. The reintroduction of the super distorted synths, again sounding like a tornado rolling through this track, was so powerful. And the heights that this track reached with just how immense the instrumental got. Like, I got short of breath. It was like that chest-tightening feeling that I describe sometimes with any of the best music that I listen to. It was that good. And then even the verses were able to be so entrancing. There's something so magical about Mika Tenenbaum's melodic sensibilities on that track, where she was able to just make that whole thing feel so alien and so, I don't know, something so mystical about all of it. Like, there was some sort of like esoteric underlying meaning to everything that was happening that you're not meant to be able to pick apart on, but it just makes it feel so strange and surreal. That song was incredible. Probably the best on the album, in my opinion. I will be surprised if either of these final two tracks can top that. That was insane. Dreamcatching. Love the glazing because you agree?
Picture Yoshino with pink petals floating in the air. I wanna go there. Train window facing east and you're always next to me. And I'm next to you. I'm next to you. Meet me in the Swiss countryside. I saw a picture of it today and I wanna go before I die. Big oceans blue, I wanna see all the views. Cause there's so much to do.
What's that percussion? It sounds like a mix of those like plastic, not cowbells, but cowbell type things that you hit with some cross stick on a snare. I forget what those plastic things are called.
And time for every trip, for all the things we want to try before we die. Cause there's so much to do, and I'm next to you. I'm next to you.
The textures are insane here. To be able to have so many like industrial textures and still have such like a soft core. Very rough edges, very harsh noise around the very far left and far right in the mix. But then everything towards the center is so bubbly and so warm. Yeah, Dreamcatching is absolutely fantastic. The most percussive song on the album up to this point, which is a fascinating direction for them to take, getting a song that's so focused on its percussive nature. A song that's also able to have such a harsh outline. Everything that's being panned hard left and hard right is so noisy. It's so industrial feeling. Everything around the edges is so harsh. Then it has such a warm, bubbly center. And that kind of contrast between the edges and the middle of this track just create for such a fascinating textural experience. I think that this song is able to be so, again, simultaneously very harsh and so rough, but also incredibly easy to kind of seep into if you're able to dig deeper, if you're able to kind of find what the core of this track is. And once I was able to do that, I just completely fell into this thing. I think this song is one of the most interesting, sonically speaking, and one of the most fun tracks as well in terms of its progression and the fun little like playful melody moments that Mika Tenenbaum throws in there, particularly on the chorus. I was enamored by that song. 9.6. We're here. We're at the final song. The beginning. The way that crept in felt very Talking Heads. It reminded me a lot of Cities by Talking Heads. I think it's Cities on Firo Music. The way that song kind of creeps in with the piano, that felt a lot like that track.
No hero, no villain inside. Until he had a vision, she had golden eyes and spoke her mind. Now easy on your fan, it sets you free. Your readers get there.
Tempo even feels a lot like that song. City Walls. Everything ties back to 21 Pilots. Webster Hall. I'm familiar with that venue. I've heard that the name of that place before. Yes, I'll let the album loop. You know, I was talking about the feeling that the album is building towards something, and this feels like such a voice crack. This feels like such a rewarding, upbeat final moment for this. It is so optimistic. It's so colorful. No, it doesn't look like it.
Sleep.
You know, Matthew Lewin does all the instruments here. Wrong screen.
Like a butterfly floating in amber.
Terrible. Wrong screen.
This moment, a
Yeah,
dream.
everything's Matthew Lennon and then Mika Tenenbaum is just on vocals. I'm assuming she writes the track as well. Oh, well. Right, it's Mika Tenenbaum and Matthew Lewin. Oh, that vocal layering is amazing. I did not turn up the volume there. That was just some great dynamics. Mike walking it. Yes, what wrote him I said. Yeah, it makes sense that they would close their concerts with this track because it feels like a whole concert singing along. Alright, we're gonna let the album loop. We got it set to loop here. Oh, it actually transitions back into itself. That is the first time I've ever seen that actually work on an album. I've heard albums that have tried that before, and they've never worked. Like, they've never actually flowed like that. That's the first time I've ever seen that actually work. It works on Nonagon? No, listening to Nonagon, it pauses. It doesn't actually, like... It doesn't actually have the smooth transition. Nonagon, it has a little pause. That actually... Listen to it on Tidal. Actually, in all fairness, I've not listened to Nonagon Infinity on Tidal yet. Let's see. Right, we're testing it out on King Gizzard now. Oh, for fuck's sake, it broke it, so I play man. God damn it, Tidal. Oh wow, it actually worked. Man, Spotify's just ass, huh? Spotify is just ass. It works on Tidal. Even more reason to say fuck Spotify. It breaks Nonagon Infinity. Anyway, the beginning feels like the moment that we have been building to. My theory was correct at the midpoint of this album, where it felt like everything really was actually building to this moment. It's so final. It's so rewarding. It feels like a moment of... I don't know, it feels like a moment of finally coming to terms with this transitional point, and then kind of a little bit of irony at the end, as by the time you've gotten used to the transition, the cycle begins and you have to get used to a new transitional moment in life as it kind of, the song kind of, you know, descends, everything feels like it melts a little bit, and then it transitions back into the first track, the end. That is a great little moment to end this album off on, kind of the cycle of the big transitional points in life, never feeling like you're used to them. As soon as you get adjusted to something, it feels like another big switch happens in your life. I thought that entire final track was the most beautiful bow to wrap this album up in. I'm feeling a 9.8 on that. Absolutely gorgeous. Amazing way to finish this album. Thoughts on having the beginning at the end? I think that, I don't know, considering the context of the tracks, I think that having the beginning at the end makes sense. I think that does definitely make sense. Watch the Secrets music video next. Yeah, I'm going to run the numbers, figure out the score for the album, then we're going to write an album of the year review, and then I'll watch the music video for that. That was Mercurial World by Magdalena Bay. This album's fucking incredible. This is just as good. No, you ask me that at the end of every single album reaction stream. Request streams are only on days where there are request streams. You ask me that every single time and the answer's always no. Listen, there will only ever be a request stream on days where I do request streams, okay? I'm never going to do a reaction stream into a request stream. Yeah, this album is fucking amazing. It's on par with Imaginal Disc for me, where it's just so immersive. It is so beautifully produced. This album is able to be what I don't think it's quite as lyrically punchy. I said this at multiple points throughout. I feel like the one thing I'll say Imaginal Disc has over this album is the lyrics are a little more immersive. The lyrics are a little more gripping. They have a little bit more bite. I feel like that's the big step up that Imaginal Disc takes. But this album still has solid writing. I think that there are plenty of moments that have a lot of emotional impact. I think there are plenty of moments where I was super invested in what was going on lyrically. Just not on every track in the same way that I was on every track with Imaginal Disc. Yeah, I just found this outside of the lyrics, you know, having room to improve, which they eventually do. I just found this to be an absolutely beautiful pop album. One of the best pop albums of the decade that I've heard, honestly. It is just an absolute masterclass in blending genres, in kind of capturing older aesthetics but updating them to sound new, in great punchy emotional writing, in just in album flow. It's a masterclass in album flow and the ability to have great sequencing that actually feels like it's building up towards something and has an end goal, and it reaches that end goal and it pays off. It feels like this album has a direction, they have a clear point that they want to get to, and the A to B transition of these 2 points is fucking amazing. I am going to run the numbers and I'm going to tell you what my overall score for this album is. That can't be right. Okay, I think I've miscalculated. Hold on, I need to run these numbers again. There we go, that sounds more about right. Don't include the interlude scores. I didn't score the first track. I scored the interlude because it's like almost 2 minutes. I scored that as like a part of the album, and I'm adjusting the score. I'd give this album a 9.5. This album's a 95 out of 100 for me. Again, it's very close to Imaginal Disc, which I gave a 97, but this you know, this album is almost as good. I could just see where Imaginal Disc kind of cut off a little bit of the fat and was able to punch up the emotions in the lyrics. That's the only real thing that really, yeah, that's the only thing that really separates the two, is the lyrics just being a little more punchy on the second album. I'm not writing a proper review for this. I can't, like, how do I spell ingested? Oh, with a G, I see. Fantano gave it a low 8. Wrong. Fantano wrong. 77 critic score is insane. Who's, like, The Guardian? You kidding me? The Guardian review of music? Yeah, ARTV. I know ARTV loves this album. Didn't he give this album a 100 as well? As Imaginal Disc? Yeah. Valid. Because he also gave Imaginal Disc a 100. Just valid all around. W. By the way, run up the album of the year. Anyone who hasn't. Human reviews on album of the year. Okay, we got the ARTV stamp of approval. Okay. Secrets music video time. Yeah, right, give me a sec, I'll get the music video up. Magdalena Bay Secrets. Pitchfork gave the new Maruja 6.9. Man, fuck Pitchfork. I don't care about Pitchfork. They gave it 6.5 to clips.
Secrets. I don't wanna tell you everything about me. I don't wanna feed more oxygen to your fire. Your fire.
Yeah, I can have secrets to the intro playlist, yeah. Sputnik Straight reviews on Mag Bay.
Make another friend. You think you know me, wanna show me that you're super in the know. Getting lost again. But I might lose my mind. Secrets. I don't wanna tell you everything about me. I don't wanna feed more oxygen.
Yeah, this is what I meant when they kind of have that 90s Windows home screen aesthetic. They play with that a lot, and it plays into the music a little bit at points.
I just need to give you
Maybe Shaden. I don't know. I don't care too much about Sabrina Carpenter.
I don't need to feed more oxygen to your fire. Your fire. La, 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 la.
I have used one of them before, a couple times. Never owned one, but I've used one.
One time, two more times, getting lost again. You're like just what I like. Make another friend. You think you know me, wanna show me that you're super in the know. Getting lost again. My third eye, prototype. Secrets. I don't wanna tell you everything about me. I don't wanna feed more oxygen to your fire. Your fire.
I don't have too much to say about this music video. It's fun.
Sickness.
It's not like one of the best music videos I've ever seen. It's just fun.
About me. I don't need to feed more oxygen to your fire. Your fire. La, 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 la.
Too young to get it. It's a good music video. I like how silly it is. Oh shit, no, I meant to pause. Where's Tidal gone? Display, there we go. Yeah, I love how ridiculous it is. Also, I like how they intentionally dumb down some of the VFX. Like, there's plenty of shots that have really bad tracking, like very intentionally. Then there's other songs that have incredible tracking of the green screen onto a moving image. Like, it's clear that whoever worked on that music video is an incredibly competent VFX artist that is intentionally adding bad tracking, because there's other shots where the tracking is absolutely insane. And they're able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, they're able to comp in and add tracking really well at other points. That's a very fun detail that my fucking movie brain was latching onto throughout that. That was a fun music video. It's not like the best music video I've ever seen, but it's dumb. It's fun. It reminds me a lot of other Magdalena Bay music videos, particularly the one I think the only other one I've watched is Top Dog, I Can't Lie, and that music video, it has a very similar Windows 95 aesthetic with the goofy 3D animation on the dogs and shit like that. It just reminded me of that. I think they made the video by themselves. Really? Huh. It's great for a self-produced music video. That actually does give that another level of being impressive, to be fair. Yeah. Vinyl / CD / cassette collection. My vinyls are kind of spread about the room a little bit. I can show you guys my CDs. Well, I've got a lot of CDs. More CDs than I do vinyls. Well, I say a lot. I've got a decent stack here of CDs. I need to be very careful. They're all like stacked on top of each other right now. These are my CDs. I've got an okay little stack of them right there. However, it's been about the vinyls recently. I've not bought a CD in a very long time. It's been about the vinyls. I can show you all my most recent vinyl. This is my most recent vinyl. Best Queens of the Stone Age album. Right here. Best one. 10 out of 10. Is that Blurry Face? I got those a long time ago, man. Those CDs are from... Some of those CDs are from like 4 years ago. Some of them are from 3 years ago. From a while ago. From a while ago. But yeah, that vinyl down there, my favorite. Bunch of Fall Out Boy, Radiohead, and System of a Down. System of a Down's valid. Early Fall Out Boy's valid. Radiohead's valid. Ooh, laminated denim on vinyl. See, that's tempting, but that's expensive. It's what's €30 in GBP? 30 euros in pounds. 26 quid. Fucking hell. That's money right there. I don't know. I'll debate it. I'm debating it because that is my second favorite King Gizzard right there. Spottle time before break? Yeah, we can do that. I'm going to start a new stream for the Tropical Fuckstorm album, yeah. We can do Spottle real quick. Would Magdalena Bay make it on here? No, they wouldn't. Was it Billie Eilish they went on tour with? So we'll go Billie Eilish, since that is an adjacent artist. Solo female pop USA. Okay. We'll go with Madonna. Not quite. It's not Sabrina Carpenter. Britney Spears? Britney Spears. We triangulated that one. We triangulated Billie Eilish, too late. Madonna, too early. Got the popularity too high, popularity too low. Britney Spears right in the middle. That's just a clean game of Spottle right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. I know you knew it because you look it up beforehand, you cheater. Anyway. I am going to end this stream here. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. You actually got spotted today. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm going to make the thumbnail for the next stream real quick with the Tropical Fuckstorm album. And then I'm going to end stream, and then we will start a new stream for the other album. Rename TFS, no, TFS Live Thumb. All right. I got a mic and shit now. I had a mic before. I don't have the adapter for this mic yet, so I'm not actually using it. Look, if I hit this, I'm not actually using this mic. I'm still using the Yeti Blue down here that I usually use. Would I be able... Does this stretch? It does, but not enough to hold the Yeti Blue. Definitely not. Fucking hell, the mic's jumping out at me. Oh, fucking hell. I need to not break this, is what I need to do. I need to not break it. But yeah. I need to wait for the adapter for this to arrive on Friday, because I forgot that was arriving after everything else. Thank you, Amazon. But yeah, we will be actually using this thing. Hopefully, if it arrives before the stream on Friday. If not, well, I'll have to use it on if I film anything Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, today's been a chill one. Today has been a chill one. Thank you, Nunes. Anyway. I am going to end this stream now. Then I'm going to set up the Tropical Fuckstorm stream. And then we will do that album after I take like 5 minutes. Going to make myself some tea. Stuff like that. In fact, I'll just set the stream up now while I'm here. Tropical Storm. What was the name of the album? It was Fairyland Codex. I want to say Fairyland Codex. It was Fairyland Codex. I was right. Alright, Sky, thank you for being here. Alright, the new stream is up. I'll get you guys the link. You guys can head over there and wait in the next chat for anyone who wants to stick around for the next album. If not, thank you to everyone who has been here. Where is the link? Where is the link? Why am I not seeing the link? Did I set it to public? I did set it to public. Why am I not seeing the link for the stream? Why am I not seeing the stream show up on my channel even? Apparently the stream doesn't exist. Chivo can find it, apparently. He's there in the chat on the new stream, but I can't see it. I can't see my own stream. That's alright. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you guys over on the new stream in like 5 minutes. I'm literally just going to take a quick break, and then I will be back on that one.